Ingredients: crust, 1/2 liter or 2 cups of plain flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 of a stick 90 grams of tender flake pastry lard or butter, 10 tablespoons of cold water, 1 egg for brushing, helps the surface get golden, milk for brushing the crust, filling, 80 ml or cup of white sugar, 80 ml or cup of brown sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon nutmeg, 3 tablespoons of flour, 6-8 medium-sized apples. Granny Smith is good for baking. 1 teaspoon lemon juice. Steps: 1. Preheat the oven to 400 superscripto F, 200 superscripto C. 2. Make sure you have a clean, spacious countertop available for kneading and rolling out the dough. 3. Place the flour, salt, and butter in a large bowl. With a pastry blender or fork, cut the butter into the flour until it forms tiny balls with the flour. Then slowly add the water. 4. Knead with floured hands until a large dough ball forms. Split the ball in half and wrap one of the pieces in plastic wrap. Place the wrapped dough in the refrigerator. An alternative is to wrap both of the dough balls and refrigerate them for 30 minutes before proceeding to the next step. 5. Begin to roll the dough out on a floured countertop. Make a circle shape about 2 inches (5.1 centimeters) larger in diameter than the pie pan. Some people prefer to place a layer of plastic wrap on top of the dough as it's being rolled so that it wouldn't stick to the rolling pin. 6. Lift the flattened dough off the countertop slowly. Do this by wrapping the dough completely around the rolling pin. 7. Unroll the dough over the pan, being careful not to let it tear. Fit it into the pan, pressing it against all the sides. 8. Cut off the overhanging edges. Leave about 14-inch (0.6 centimeters) of extra dough over the pie pan. 9. Place the pie shell in the refrigerator. 10. Make the filling. Peel and slice the apples into pieces about 1/8 of an inch thick or chop them into 1-2 cubes. Put them into a large bowl and mix with sugars, white and brown, salt, lemon juice, flour, nutmeg and cinnamon. Drain apples for 20 minutes and then heat the liquid produced along with 3 cubes of butter in the microwave until it's reduced to 1/3 of its volume and becomes thicker. Prevents a soggy crust. 11. Roll out the remaining ball of dough on a floured surface, just like you did before. Slice top. Gently fold it in half and make 4 to 5 half-inch long slices along the fold, and 4 slices in the center of the folded piece. These will allow the filling to breathe and not break through the sides. Unfold the top crust, set it aside. Lattice top. Cut the rolled out dough into as many one-wide strips as it will yield. 12. Remove the pie shell and filling from the refrigerator. 13. Pour the filling into the pie shell. Spread it out with the back of a spoon. There should be enough filling to fill the entire pan and stack up above the edge at least 1 inch in the center. 14. Brush the edges of the pie shell with a beaten egg. 15. Lay the top crust over the pie. Sliced top. Lay the sliced top crust over filling. Cut off the excess edges with a butter knife. Take both thumbs facing each other and place them over the edge. Push thumbs down and towards each other. Do this around the entire pie to seal it. Lattice top. Place the pastry strips across the top of the apples in a crisscross pattern, then weave them together to create a lattice effect. Cut off the overhanging excess pastry and press the edges down into the rim as previously described. 16. Sprinkle milk over the top or brush the lattice with the egg wash. This will help to brown the crust. Dust cinnamon and sugar over the top crust for an extra touch. 17. Bake at 400 superscripto F, 200 superscripto C for 15 minutes. Turn down the oven to 375 superscripto F 190 superscripto C for 45 minutes. Remove when top crust is golden brown. 18. Allow the pie to cool for 45 minutes to 1 hour at room temperature before serving. 19. Finished.